Hello, ARMBAR. It's the Cleaver calling Andrew. We got like 50 minutes or so until Monday Night Raw kicks off, so I just want to touch base from last night's Clash of Champions pay-per-view. I just want to touch on a couple things. I thought that the Becky Lynch Sasha Banks match tore the fucking house down. It really did. That was a great match between the two. I know Sasha botches a lot of stuff. What's up there, Kevin? How's it going, man? But I thought these two women put on a hell of a show. The segment when they went up into the crowd and frickin' Sasha got covered in mustard was absolutely hilarious. Brandon, how's it going, man? Thanks for joining me. I was very excited to see the Revival pick up the tag titles from Big E and Xavier Woods, and the fact that they went back to the injured knee and made Woods tap out is even better. So congratulations to the Revival, who is now the first team to win the NXT Tag Team Championships, the Raw Tag Team Championships, and the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. So, hey, maybe one of these days they can win the NXT UK Tag Team Championships and, I don't know, some stupid fashion, but hey, clinch all four. But congrats to the Revival. And speaking of New Day losing championships, I was very upset the fact that Kofi Kingston is still your reigning, defending WWE champion. I really thought Randy Orton had this one in the bag, but I guess maybe this is where Brock Lesnar comes back and he comes over to SmackDown when they switch to Fox and he takes the title off of Kofi and is the face of SmackDown for a while. We'll see what happens. I mean, it is what it is. The first match of the night was the Cruiserweight Championship match, which, I mean, I don't want to sound like a dick to my buddy Noah and Chris Mason stuff, but it's always the opening show, and I don't know. I hate the fact that it's always the opening show, but it is what it is. It was a good match. Drew Gulak retains. I mean, Humberto had some really great moves in this match, and Dorado as well. All three of these men put on a good show. But at the end of the day, Drew Gulak reigns supreme still in the Cruiserweight division. Now, I'm anxious to see, because I've seen some rumors going around that 205 Live is going to be canceled. I mean, it's all rumors until it's stated from Triple H or WWE or whatever. You know, it is what it is. But I've read a lot of things about NXT absorbing 205 Live, which makes a lot of sense. So to see the Cruiserweight title defended under the NXT banter would be pretty cool. I mean, it is what it is. Next was a surprising match for me too. AJ Styles to be on the kickoff. That was very weird for me to see. But Cedric Alexander right out of the rip hit a Michinoku driver, and it was really kind of a squash match from there. AJ retains. Then the first match of the night was absolutely glorious. I guess that's what Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler are going by now, against Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman for the tag title, Raw Tag Team Championships. We saw Robert Roode pin the Universal Champion clean with his own finishing move. Okay? And as far as I'm concerned, the only number one contender, in my opinion, is Robert Roode for the Universal Championship, because he pinned Seth Rollins clean with his own finishing move. And hey, it is, leave a comment or, strike an argument with me, whatever, on this. But hey, that's my own opinion. But we have new Raw Tag Team Champions, and they are Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler. We saw Bayley retain over Charlotte after pulling the bottom turnbuckle off, and a little quick shenanigan there, and bada bing, bada boom, 1, 2, 3. She's running out like Crash Holly out of the damn building. No, it was like a 3-minute match. I know Brandon. I know Brandon. He hit his head in the turnbuckle, but the fact that after that it was Strowman bumped into him, but it was a clean win. There was no dirty stuff, nothing. He caught him at the right place, right time. But Charlotte and Bayley was only like a 3-4 minute match. It was really no time at all. But them having that match gave, I feel, Becky and Sasha the time to have their match. They don't have to worry about outshining the other match or taking away from it or this, that, and the other. So I thought it was, it is what it is, apparently. So I went over both tag team title matches. So Sasha won the match by disqualification because she pulled a chair in, but Becky ended up using it and smacking the referee instead. So I was wrong in predictions, but the title still stays on who I predicted, so that's what that is. Obviously, it looks like this match is going to lead into another one and probably lead all the way to Hell in a Cell. So I'm expecting to see Sasha versus Becky in a Hell in a Cell match after last night's fiasco. But moving on, we had Shinsuke Nakamura go over on The Miz, and the entire freaking match you have Sami Zayn on the outside pretty much calling play-by-play, and it's wonderful. Sami Zayn is gold on the mic, and I cannot wait for this to blow up in the end, and we see Nakamura versus Sami Zayn just like we did at TakeOver Dallas, and that was a hell of a match. And if you haven't seen it, when you're done watching this video, go check it out on the WWE Network or YouTube or whatever. Classic, great fucking match. We saw the return of Luke fucking Harper. Finally. Yes. Finally. He interfered in the no disqualification match between Roman Reigns and Eric Rowan, which I thought that was a pretty good match. Where was Eric Rowan 2 months ago? Nowhere. And now he's having a pay-per-view match with Roman Reigns and goes over. I know it was dirty ending, but he went over Roman. I never thought I would say, if this was last year, I would not be like, a year from now, Eric Rowan's going to have a singles match and go over on Roman Reigns at a pay-per-view. Never. Luke Harper comes out like a bat out of hell as Roman's running down the rampway, attempting to hit a spear, a big, long running spear on Eric Rowan, and smacks Roman with a big boot. And the crowd went apeshit. As most of you know, Luke Harper was out with a wrist injury, and during that time he did a lot of reflecting and this, that, and the other, and decided he didn't want to be utilized the way he was being utilized anymore, and he asked for his release. Well, WWE not only not granted his release, but the 6 months that he was out from his injury, they added that onto his contract. So the last time we saw him was at Worlds Collide against Dominik Dijakovic, and which was a fucking banger match as well. Oh, such a great match. So so good to see him back. I'm so happy to see. I don't want to call them the Bludgeon Brothers, so I'm just going to say I'm glad to see Harper and Rowan back together. They don't need the stupid Bludgeon Brothers gimmick. They can keep the music because that was dope. Their music for the Bludgeon Brothers was awesome, but the gimmick was cheesy as hell. So hopefully they just go back to Harper and Rowan and we don't see the actual Bludgeon Brothers term come back. So obviously this is leading to a tag match between Harper and Rowan against Roman and probably at this point Daniel Bryan at the next pay-per-view. That's what I'm gathering here. So we had Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross retain over Fire and Desire. This team's growing on me.
I'm not sure about that.
This team's really growing on me. I love pretty much everything Nikki Cross does. She's a goddamn saint, in my opinion. Let's see, what am I missing here from the pay-per-view? I mean, we had, obviously Braun Strowman against Seth Rollins for the Universal Championship, and Rollins had to hit 4 stomps and a pedigree to put down big ass Strowman. And we know for the last 2 weeks there's been teases about Bray Wyatt showing up and going to be the next contender for Hell in a Cell against Seth Rollins, and it's been advertised on certain I can't remember where Hell in a Cell is going to be at this year, but I know in that region they've already advertised that on TV. I've seen a few things on Twitter about it, and right when the credits are in the bottom corner, Seth Rollins standing on the stage holding up his title. The credits are in the corner. The WWE copyright, yada yada. Lights go out. The music hits. Bray Wyatt shows up, holding Seth Rollins in a Sister Abigail position, dumps his ass, then picks him up, stands there holding his head, and hits him with the mandible claw. And that is how we go off the air. Yes, Brandon, the match was very crazy. Strowman kind of no-selled a lot of shit, though. I mean, who gets back up? I mean, I know they're building him as a monster among men, but we've seen him take German suplexes and take longer to get back up than he took a stomp. I feel like he didn't sell it very well. But no, I thought it was a great match, and Seth Rollins beat him clean. There was no dirty finish. Honestly, in my opinion, I love the way Bray Wyatt showed up, but I wish he would have showed up in the middle of a match. And all you see, the lights go out, lights come back on, Braun Strowman's just gone, and Bray Wyatt standing there. The music hits, lights go out again, they come back on, Seth Rollins is gone, and Bray Wyatt just standing in the ring, holding that Universal title with his hand up on his mask. Just holding that title in his hand down by his side, and his hand like that just at the screen. I thought that would be a great ending, and then you can set it up somehow and do a triple threat match instead of a one-on-one. So I'm excited to see where this goes with Seth. I brought this up because I was on Sirius XM's Busted Open Radio this morning. I called in and I asked this question to Bully Ray and Dave LaGreca. If they wanted to make this a little more personal, could you see Bray Wyatt start to mess with Becky Lynch? Get under Seth Rollins' skin. Just start showing up behind her, or when she's cutting a promo, the lights flicker and the music, or she has one of the puppets behind her, or something. I think that'd be kind of a cool program to put into it. But we only have a kind of a short build until Hell in a Cell, so we'll see what they do in about a half an hour. We are at 7:25 here, just outside of Cleveland, Ohio. So let me know in the comments what you all thought of this pay-per-view. I thought it was one of the better ones. I gave it a B rating, or a B plus, I think. B plus. No, it was just a regular B. I'm trying to remember what I did in the No DQ chat last night. And by the way, I am your reigning, defending No DQ Super Chat champion and your No DQ Galaxy predictions champion as of last night. So, as always, speaking of No DQ, support NoDQ.com. NoDQ.com/merch takes you to the merch page, and you can get all the sweet swag you want. Support Stefan and Jerry over at Aftermatch Wrestling, AFTERMATCH space wrestling on YouTube. Noah Foster 210 on YouTube. Simply_C_OK for Cindy G. Wrestling Fortune 44 for Owen Finch. Wayman Youth Wrestling for James Hebert. I think that's all of them. Jeff Meacham, support Jeff Meacham. Support Virtue. NoDQ_Virtue. Yes, Brandon. I wish Bray Wyatt would have shown up earlier in the match as well, like I just said. I agree with you there, buddy. Who is Brandon? You were asking who is winning the King of the Ring tonight. I'm going Baron Corbin. I know there's a lot of push behind Chad Gable at this point. Sorry, Chris Mace, but I'm picking Baron Corbin. And if any of you have ever seen the videos on my YouTube page or on Aftermatch's page or posting stuff on this group, we all know how much I just fucking hate Baron Corbin. But I'm picking Baron Corbin. If you look, the last how many Kings of the Rings, or even in a statistics scenario, out of all the King of the Rings, majority rules heel. So, heels always, for some reason, win King of the Ring. So, Brandon, I am going with Baron Corbin. So, either tomorrow or Wednesday, I'll be posting a new video up onto my YouTube channel. So, you can find that at The Cleaver Colin Andrew, COLIN space ANDREW. So click like, subscribe, share, eat burgers, and all that good stuff for my channel. If you can support it, it'd be wonderful. You can follow me on Twitter at NoDQ Colin Andrew. You can follow me on Instagram at Colin26Andrew. Facebook. I don't add people on Facebook very often because I try to keep that spoiler free for the most part. So, everyone enjoy Monday Night Raw tonight. Go on over to NoDQ.com or NoDQ YouTube page following Monday Night Raw for the recap with the man himself, Aaron Rift. And you can challenge me for the NoDQ Super Chat Championship in the process. So, everyone have a good one. We'll catch you all later. And as always, support ARMBAR and NoDQ. Peace.